Okay, so I just downloaded the Donkey Kong DLC for the first Mario and Rabbids game. I've actually never played it, and it was only like $7. And due to all the hype announcing the sequel or surrounding the sequel, I decided to go ahead and download it and try it out. And this is definitely what I would like to see in the next Mario and Rabbids game, as far as like new mechanics and new locations. That's what I was talking about in my previous video about Mario Rabbids, about the sequel. In this Donkey Kong DLC, if you haven't played it, you play as Donkey Kong, and he actually has some new mechanics. He can run around and he can leap. He can leap over different structures. He can pick characters up, or he can pick boxes up, and he can throw them at people or enemies or whatever he needs to throw it at. And another cool thing is this DLC so far has given me like different objectives. It's not just kill all enemies or escort, a character. Like in this particular situation, we have to destroy the bad bananas. So that's definitely what I would like to see in the next Mario and Rabbids game. More new mechanics, such as that. And this beach location is really nice. It's nice to see kind of like a tropical beach setting. You do see that sometimes in Mario games, but it's different from the grass, the fire, the desert, what I saw in the original Mario and Rabbids game, and that was kind of one of my criticisms and what I would like to see in the updated sequel. Now, another thing I want to talk about, and it's not Mario and Rabbids, but in general, it's about Donkey Kong. It's about the character. It's about how Ubisoft treated the character in this DLC. And Ubisoft has had a really good relationship with Nintendo. They made a better Star Fox game than Nintendo themselves, and it wasn't even a Star Fox game. It was it was Starlink with it was Starlink Battle for Atlas, so it was their characters, but they had Star Fox in it. But that was a much better experience than the Star Fox game for the Wii U. And so Ubisoft knows how to treat the Nintendo characters right. And what they represented here with Donkey Kong, and the reason I'm talking about Donkey Kong is we don't get to see a whole lot of Donkey Kong games from Nintendo on their own. We'll see the 2D platformers. We'll see like Tropical Freeze and such. But it's been so long since there's been kind of like a mainline Donkey Kong game. Tropical Freeze came out on the Wii U, and then they re-released it on the Switch. But Donkey Kong's always just in spin-offs like Mario vs. Donkey Kong, or the Mario Party games, or Mario Kart. It's about time we see just another mainline game from him. And what I would really like to see is a more 3D game in the veins of Donkey Kong 64. I would love to see that world and the Donkey Kong characters in HD, because just seeing Donkey Kong in this little DLC and see how he's treated makes me miss that. You have the little sunflowers, or not sunflowers, but the little flowers that pop up when you glide across the different surfaces. You have all the bananas, and you can throw the bananas like boomerangs. And even the music that you hear in the overworld is the same exact overworld music that you hear in Donkey Kong 64 when you're on the islands. But I have such nostalgia for Donkey Kong 64. I know there's a lot of criticisms on how there's so much to collect in it as a collectathon. But I loved that game as a kid. That was my first N64 game I actually owned. Because I had my first N64 came with the Donkey Kong game and the expansion pack. And I just had so much fun going through all the levels. And Donkey Kong 64 actually had the original, the Donkey Kong arcade game. So it included all 4 levels in that game, which includes the Pie Factory. You actually had to beat that arcade game to get some kind of collectible in the game, or either that or to progress. Yeah, Donkey Kong 64, we haven't seen many of the characters from that game in a while. Like we haven't seen Tiny Kong or Lanky Kong. I think his name was Lanky Kong, and then there was the really big, chubby looking Kong, which I can't remember his name. But yeah, I would like to see like some kind of 3D type of game, uh, starring Donkey Kong and those characters, and I think Ubisoft would be good at doing that. Now I know Nintendo is not going to do that. They're just not. They're not going to hand their characters off, um, to Ubisoft, a third party company like Ubisoft to make an entire game like that. Ubisoft always has to kind of do like a spin off or kind of add the Nintendo characters into their stuff because Rabbids is their thing, Starlink is their thing, but they're adding Nintendo characters into it. But I would love to see Ubisoft make a Donkey Kong game. Just a little bit that I've been playing this DLC just shows how much they care about the character, and the lore and the aesthetics of Donkey Kong. And they just treated it really well here, and I think they would make a fantastic, 3D platforming game. You saw that with, I think it was called Phoenix Rising. I think that's what it was called. That was a pretty good game, from Ubisoft. So it shows that they can make platformers like that. But I just love Donkey Kong, and I just want to, there's been rumors that there is a Donkey Kong 3D game in the works, and I forget who they said the developer might be. So I'm really hoping that rumor is true and that we will see something like that in the future. That's definitely a franchise that you don't really see much of. During E3, we got Metroid, we got WarioWare, we got Advance Wars, we got Super Monkey Ball. We got all these Cruise and Blast. We got all these franchises that you don't see very often. Maybe in a future direct, we'll hear more about this Donkey Kong 3D game or some kind of mainline Donkey Kong game announced from Nintendo. I just wanted to make a quick video just talking about my thoughts now that I downloaded this DLC, which is fantastic, and just Donkey Kong and the character in general and how Ubisoft treated him here. Alright, thanks for watching.